Today we talked to Matt Guignard from BCharity. Matt is a tech entrepreneur with 15 years experience. He started coding and developing platforms in the early 2000s, building out custom business applications. He spent 5 years as a commodity trader before starting up his own digital marketing business, where he then worked with the South African Consulate to bring empowerment wines to North America while working with the likes of the Mandela family. Man, this guy has had a great life, and he's also provided something for the charities, for humanity. The guy's doing the Lord's work, absolutely. Today's show is absolutely, listen to it and check out BCharity.io. Wonderful people over there. Get involved right away. Get your charity involved if you're a philanthropist or if you're a charity. Man, you're going to love the show today. It's going to bring charity to the 21st and a half century. BCharity is one of the most important successful factors for the evolution of humanity. Today, the lack of trust and transparency within the charities is causing fundamental societal issues. Never before has the need for charity been as great, with a mounting economic and social disparities amongst an increasing rate of natural disasters, earthquakes, flooding, even in your local, your buddy next door, some of these people don't have all the money in the world, and something happens to their family, break a leg, go to the hospital. A lot of times they just don't have the money to pay for this kind of stuff. So BCharity is bringing something to not only international, but your buddy next door. And if you want to put up a page where people can donate to help a family out, I think this is the place to go. BCharity.io. All right. Okay, you guys ready to start the show? All right, let's start the show. Bub's over here.
Yep. No, that's, I have a few friends that go over to Detroit, Michigan, and they start early over there, that's for sure.
Oh, that's a big Irish hotspot. Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. Detroit, Rock City.
Yes, it is. Oh, man. All right. Well, welcome back to the Crypto the WonderDog show.
Thank you, Dan.
How the heck have you been? I know that our first show was kind of low key also, and lacking the energy that the crypto community has.
No, I agree.
Has been experiencing.
And Dean, right now I'm pretty low on the energy as well.
Are you? Oh.
Yeah.
Have you had your coffee?
Oh, I've been up since 6, and it's like 1:30 here.
Oh my God! Wow. All right. Well,
yeah.
I've been up for a couple hours. It's still 10 over here, but I've had my espresso this morning and got my jolt, got coffee into me as fast as possible and get that going. So I know that we had we've talked before about BCharity, but BCharity, you guys said you were going through a little bit of a change since last we spoke, just a week or so ago. And just about kind of a quick background on you. You're an entrepreneur with experience and desire to make a difference. And you've been doing this for 15 plus years now, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
I, after I got out of school, had a few corporate jobs, and when you go through the ringer a couple times, then you kind of step back and try and determine what you're passionate about and what's important to you. And started up a marketing agency, and that kind of led myself into working with different groups that I felt I could bring some value to and make a difference in terms of their business models. And was working with a couple different wineries and helping out some empowerment wines out of South Africa and pushing them into the North American chain, and digital marketing, building out some tech ventures and platforms. So it's been a pretty broad based experience through the years.
Yeah, well, when you said empowering wines, that most people don't make the connection between wine and empowering. How do those two worlds collide?
Yeah. So the empowerment side is the economic impact per bottle. So when you go into the store and you see a empowerment wine, this is specifically referring to an initiative out of South Africa. And when I say economic empowerment, it's Black economic empowerment. It's indigenous ownership, owned by South Africans, not a multinational corporation. So,
Yeah.
The economic impact of a purchase of a bottle of wine from a locally owned South African winery, it's a significant impact.
And that helps a lot of people out there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, it changes lives.
How do they get involved with that? I mean, if you don't think typically of South Africa connected with wine, so how do they even know about that?
Well, it's different because I'm outside of Toronto, Ontario, but the Ontario-based provincial liquor control board dictates all the products that are on a store shelf. So, obviously South Africa being a leading country in the wine industry.
Yeah.
And it's basically I was put in contact with them through some work and relationships that I was building with the South African Consulate. So from there, that opened up a number of doors, working with Black economic empowerment wines, as well as some pretty prominent families over there, such as the Mandela family.
Wow. That's a pretty big family over there.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that name reaches all over the world and kind of expresses the whole thing of freedom.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's after working in the corporate world for a number of years, you are able to take a step back and look at what you want to do, what kind of businesses that you want to get into, what kind of relationships you want to go and forge, and then it's just a matter of taking a genuine approach to working with people and trying to do business for good, and that's kind of how I've gone about things since going on my own. I mean, now we're talking 7-8 years now.
Wow. And so when you were doing this, and you obviously your heart was in the right place of working with charities and helping people and giving back. How did the two worlds of charity and giving come into contact with the blockchain and cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, Dean, I've always been passionate about the tech sector. I was, building websites back in the early 2000s on PHP. I kind of joke about it. I have a tech company, and in the bio of the tech company, so where you get to learn about it, I touch on, playing the first generation Nintendo in the mid 80s, running, 14.4 modems after the parents, hang up the phone and are done talking to relatives for the evening and staying up late and checking out that whole realm of the early internet. But yeah, as I've been going through the career here, I've always aligned myself with different tech projects and initiatives, and it just seemed to be a natural fit. My partner on the tech side is originally from India. He's now living in Toronto, and him and I had an idea along the lines of BCharity back in, early 2017.
Wow.
We were Toronto, Ontario is a pretty prominent spot within the blockchain sector, and there was a number of different projects that we were looking to get involved in, and a charity donation project was something that we had on the back burner and kind of made some notes and had an early blueprint of a white paper. And then in late 2017, I found a gentleman named Vlad on LinkedIn. The branding was right. We fit together from a team perspective. Our views were pretty aligned. And so, yeah, one thing led to another. And again, as you said, you take a genuine approach. In this stage of the game, you want to be selective of the people you do business with.
Yeah.
And things fit. So we started sharing ideas and helping each other out. I have a pretty good gauge on tech development and digital marketing, and I've worked with and been involved in a number of projects in the past. So we shared networks, shared resources, capabilities, experience, and that kind of led to us building out the team. Obviously, with him being from the Ukraine, there was a language barrier.
Yeah.
And so I was initially coming on board to help out with acting as a North American English liaison, North American market manager. But as things came to pass, I took on a notable role now in acting as a CEO, co-CEO of BCharity.
Okay. And
so that's
wow.
how it came to be.
Wow. And so I see on here that it has high rankings on ICO Bench, and when you talk about especially with charities, you don't know if it's a real charity sometimes, especially if it's overseas, and but people could check out your ICO rating on ICO Bench, and
Correct.
And it's still currently in the private sale, right?
Right. We're in the private sale right now.
Okay.
And we're gonna have the private sale's 35 cents per token.
Okay.
When we get into the pre-sale, that's going to move up to 50 cents per token. And then the ICO is going to be in June at $1 per token.
Wow.
And this morning I was building out as I said, I do some coding and fairly good on the user interface and design concept. So I've been building out the actual model of the charity profile, the user profile, and I'm sure we're going to be launching or publicizing the new layouts of what the users can expect later on this week. So
this week,
from our perspective, this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I could probably release it right now, but want to make sure everything's T's are crossed and I's are dotted here. But yeah, we've been building out the team. We have the exchange and wallet. We have a minimal viable product of that. We're building out the top layer. Things are moving fast. We have been signing up charities as of last week.
Really?
So we have charities now coming on board. We have a working model in development. We have a exchange and wallet platform that's been developed. So things are moving along quickly.
A wallet in the platform. Wow. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. You said your team here consisted of Vlad, who you ran across, and has he always been involved with charity work, or how was his involvement with that?
Yeah, Vlad's primary background has been in the humanitarian and charity space, and when I came across Vlad, it was a shock that the market was as opportunistic as it was. With us, thinking about it in the summer, but not really acting on it. And you know how they say, right? You have an idea, probably 1,000 people across the world are having that same idea at the exact same time. Well, Vlad was one of the few that have taken it that far. So, he's skilled, the communication there, the execute, he's got a great ability to execute and coordinate. He's currently running the bounty program, affiliate marketing program, the Telegram accounts, the social media accounts.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a fair amount on his plate, and I'm here to work on the management side and coordinating advisors and coordinating different team members and initiatives.
Yeah. And it probably takes a lot of your hours during the day. That's probably when you're a little low on energy today. You're wearing 40 different hats.
Oh, it does. But it's when you enjoy it, really, it's a pleasure to be involved in. Recently, we're going to be setting up a benefit corporation within the U.S. We're going to be getting a U.S. bank account this week. Everything, the filings that need to happen within the U.S. to conduct and to receive donations from an ICO and token perspective. All of that stuff is going to be done. We expect that to be done this week. So things are moving fast. Obviously, we're moving right along through the private sale. So, everything needs to be on the up and up at this point, which things are falling into place.
Yeah. Well, you're moving pretty quick here. You're 11 days.
11 days left. Yeah.
11 days left here. The private sale. And So once again, we're talking with Matt Guignard. Is that correct?
Guignard, yes, correct. Yep.
Guignard.
It's
Okay.
East Coast Canadian.
East Coast Canadian. Wow. All right. And okay, we're looking at the page here, and you have your white paper up, the one page. We're cruising through the roadmap. Where are we currently on the roadmap here?
And Dina, I'll send you the layout for your listeners here to get a sense of what a charity profile will look like.
Okay.
In terms of the roadmap, we're ahead of schedule from a development standpoint. That was one of the things that was questioned a few times initially and before I got on board. But because of my tech background and relationships that I have, we were able to scale that up pretty quick.
And that's not often that you get be able to get something ahead of schedule.
Right. Ahead of schedule, correct. Yeah. And there's question marks in terms of, what can be done, how quickly you can do it. I had a phone conversation this morning with a development group or with some developers that I utilize from time to time, and people that you trust and have done business with for a number of years.
Yeah.
And, a number of the pieces to fit in quickly. An MVP by June is we're hoping to have that before June. Really, we can see within 8 weeks of when we decide to execute the exchange and wallet, and that being the foundational piece of the platform. We can see a market-ready product within 8 weeks of execution.
Wow. Okay, so take us through how it works from the charities side once they sign up with BCharity.
Correct. So, we try to take a social network approach to it. It seems as though people are busy, busier than they've ever been these days. So within a few moments, under 15 minutes, your charity would be signed up. You would have your unique address within the platform, your unique URL. You would create your profile. You would share your story, and really, BCharity exists to showcase charities and to showcase people in need, and being able to utilize currency donations to meet those needs or address those needs. So a charity would sign up. They would have a unique wallet address within the platform. And then we would have a number of users, a number of individuals who utilize crypto donations. They would then, identify with a specific charity, add that charity's address to their wallet, and then, it would be as simple as, a typical e-transfer, bank transfer, online transfer.
Okay, and when these charities need someone from their organization or their board members or whoever to make the donations in this, so they would get their board members signed up with BCharity, and then that's how that transaction would happen.
Correct. So once a threshold was reached, there's a few things we're continuously trying to improve the white paper. There's a few things that have been omitted from it, and one of the tasks this week is to upgrade it. But one of the things that we have been circling around is this thought of a consensus threshold, and the rules within the anti-money laundering, addressing the trust and transparency issues within charity. And that's what this consensus threshold concept is all about. So it's being able to identify a number of key factors from a charitable donation standpoint that would be built into the platform to ensure that the charities are vetted, ensuring who's donating, those are vetted, and then once a consensus is released, then the charitable funds would be released.
Okay, great. And then so that way keeps everything legal. People can see everything that's happening, and no money laundering is going to be going on.
Correct.
Yeah, keeping this honest. And then you guys have a number of you're saying that that Vlad was in charge of the social media, and it looks like you guys are pretty active on a lot of these channels here. Um, LinkedIn, there's a site on LinkedIn where people can come and read about you on here. That people
Yeah,
can.
we're putting some good attention into it.
Okay.
With the ICO coming up in June, I believe we are on pace for it. It's it's a lot of effort. I mean, there's a number of people that are on social media full time, and just being available and having the access to keep those communication lines open.
Yeah.
Trying to be transparent is one of the keys of the platform there. So having a open, thriving community on the social side is key for us, and we're happy with everything that we have been doing so far.
Yeah, it looks like you guys have a lot of things going on with this.
Some early traction for sure.
Yeah, on your Facebook page, we're on your Facebook page right now. Also, there's a video on YouTube. You guys have a YouTube channel, right? BCharity.io. And people can search this and watch another video. We'll put a link to this at the end of this interview, where people can stay here and watch this. We'll have all the links in the description below for all of the ways to get a hold of Matthew or any of the people here at BCharity. And what else would you like? Any of the people that are listening now, what else would you like them to know about BCharity and everything you guys have going on?
Yeah, Dean, BCharity, we've done a decent job so far of reaching out from a global perspective. We have team members covering different markets across the world, and really right now I'm connecting with the team and advisors to go and push it to start connect charities, to start growing our list of clients and reaching different foundations across the world. So that's what I've challenged the advisors and team members to do because of what has transpired over the past week. Because we have that platform that we can begin showcasing, because we already have initial lists of clients that are coming on board just with some basic feelers. So I encourage, people to, if they do know charities or if they have a network within the humanitarian sector, BCharity is going to be one of those real world scenarios that showcases the strength and the technology of what can be achieved when this technology is put to good use and, with purpose to help humanity succeed. And really, charity is one of the more basic things that humans can do to push society along.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and there's also, like I said, in Orange County, there's a lot of charities that are happening that I've been involved with personally. And if anybody's out there listening, we encourage you to get a hold of the great folks here at BCharity, talk with them, sign up, get this thing going. We need to get this out to as many charities as possible because it is obviously it's a great use of the blockchain and tokens and a way to get cryptocurrencies flowing through the blood of charities here.
Right. Yeah. There was a wealth of the next generation of wealth was created through this boom of cryptocurrencies. And as more government regulation begins to filter through the industry, individuals are going to have to realize that their tax implications can be greatly reduced. Yeah.
Yes. That's right. All these people that are brand new billionaires that they got to put their money somewhere to good use.
Yeah. Beyond the Lambos, to reduce their tax implications, putting their cryptocurrency to good use. There's no better way than to utilize worthy charities to help make a difference in, the lives of individuals or the lives of group humanity in general.
It does. It needs to benefit other than the people who invested early. It needs to start helping these other communities and countries and that are in desperate need of help. And these people should use part of their heart to help out the other people that are less fortunate.
Correct. Yeah, that's what we believe in, and we're working our way to realizing BCharity and to make a difference.
Yeah. So BCharity is world charity in one place. Donate to your favorite charity, fully transparent and easy to access. And there, when you say easy access, there's going to be some obviously the people that are involved in charities aren't typically the ones on the cutting edge of technology, so they're going to have a little bit of help when they're signing up with this, right?
Correct. Yeah. So people would be looking after different regions. They would be the account managers of a country or a specific territory or region.
Yeah.
And they would be able to walk through any of their charities that they bring on, any of their, foundations. This is it's a broad scope. The BCharity, it's a simple definition, simple way to articulate the opportunity. But if there was a tsunami that hit in some part of the world, or if a children got hurt in a car accident or a freak lawnmower accident, something along those lines, they could use this platform to be able to address their need.
Really?
We
Okay.
believe that people were put on this planet to thrive, and if you're not thriving, then you're in need. And people that have the ability to help those in need would utilize BCharity to push things forward.
Okay, so even if you're not a charity, if you're an individual that may not have all the money in the world or the greatest insurance policy, or if something happens, you could put your situation up on here, and people
Correct.
looking to help out others could do that. So and if also if you're somebody that has just become a instant millionaire overnight from what's happened in the crypto world, you sign up with this, and you can find these people that are in need, right?
Correct. Yeah, showcasing those in need. That's what we're trying to make it as easy as possible to do and as effective as possible to do. And when an individual that is looking to donate would come on board, there would be a profile that they would establish. Different sectors of charity that they might be specifically looking to shift through or to review.
Okay.
So you're going to be having your donation profile set up and utilizing the best of what we can put together to help you find ideal candidates for your charitable portfolio.
Okay. Is there any chance that we could do a follow-up show here that we could talk about how people can sign up and kind of go through like a screen capture here of the whole sign-up process?
Yeah, I'm working my way through that this week, actually, Dave.
Okay.
So I'll have the charity profile done. I'll be doing the individual charitable donor, the user profile that would be finding donations or making donations.
Okay.
So the various profiles that would be created or be utilized through the platform, I'm doing that this week. So
wonderful.
Would be happy to do a follow-up.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should actually show. We'll link these two together somehow, where people can sign up if you're either a donor or a charity, where you can sign up and get this going as soon as possible. So, I like I said, it's close to my heart because all the things that I've been involved with, and I think that we do need to give back. You got to give back to help other people out. Check it out today, BCharity.io. And you can see on here their ICO count, their ICO scores, benchmark scores. They're not a fly by night. These guys are real. They're bringing it back to the community and all over the world. Matthew, it's been great talking to you again, like always.
Likewise, Dean.
And we're here just a couple of days after St. Paddy's Day, and we're both a little Irish, and
Yeah.
we didn't tie it on as like the younger ones do, but we still enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a little bit slow, but
Yeah.
this year wasn't the year. Maybe a trip to Chicago next year to celebrate a year of success with BCharity. That'd be fantastic.
That would be wonderful.
I'd gladly, put off
let's
1
plan
year
that.
to really let it hang down in Chicago.
Yeah, let's plan that. Let's do that. Let's tear Chi-Town up.
It won't be a Saturday, so maybe the crowds would be a little bit less, but
Yeah,
maybe not if you're doing it in Chicago.
yeah, and we'll Uber it too.
Go for a walkabout in the Uber.
Yes, right on. All right, man. Well, like I said, everyone, please check this out today. BCharity.io. Check out all of their stuff. And for everyone here, we've had a great time. Matthew, appreciate it.
Thank you, Dean. Likewise.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
For sure.
Okay, bye.
Ciao.
We have 18 rainbow homes running now in India. In Calcutta we have 6, then in Delhi 2, then in Andhra Pradesh 10. When we get children from the streets, they come with different backgrounds, different standards and different interests also. Younger ones we put them in play schools, and whereas some children we directly put them in the mainstream school of the same premises where Rainbow Home is located, and some children who were never enrolled in school but who cross the school enrollment age, we have to fill up that gap. For example, a girl of 8 years old should be in 3rd class, but she never she never enrolled in the school. So now we have to bridge that gap. So that bridge course support will be given by the Rainbow Homes team, and then we put her into the mainstream school. Now 9 Rainbow Homes in Hyderabad and Secunderabad, and all the 9 are in government school premises only. And taking this as an example, we also started one more Rainbow Home in Anantapur district. Based on this experience, we would like to expand the Rainbow Home model in other states also. We are going to start 2 more Rainbow Homes by January in Karnataka. So our plan is by 2015, we would like to expand this care and protection for these girls without parents living on the streets with 50 Rainbow Homes across the country. Thus, we aim at bringing up this socially responsible citizenry who will contribute to the society in a meaningful way and who participate in the social process in a meaningful way.
Okay, that was their 2 videos. Like I said, I'll have these in the description below, but check it out today, BCharity.io, and it's a great cause. Check it out today, BCharity.io. All right, well, hope you guys had enjoyed it. We'll be back again soon with another episode of the Crypto with WonderDog show. Until then, have a great day and a better tomorrow.